And back home, a record number of threatened kākā have today been released into the Abel Tasman National Park. 12 of the native parrots raised in captivity flew from their purpose-built aviary at Bark Bay and into the wilderness. It was a magical moment for some young environmental ambassadors who were there for the occasion, along with iwi who blessed the moment and the volunteers who've worked hard to make it happen. Our Nelson reporter Tracy Neal was also there.
My name is Izzy Baby Sugar Sugar, Ari Ari, S.A. Dora Dora, Mia 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 Slap.
Youngsters from nearby Ngāti School getting in the mood for a day out in a favourite place. The youth ambassadors for Project Yanzon, a private trust dedicated to conservation in the Abel Tasman National Park, have played a key role in getting the kākā established, as 11-year-old Louis Berger explains.
Bark Bay is our adopter section site, so pretty much what we do is we come out and we're doing work on it and sort of helping restore it. So yeah, we're coming out today to help release the kākā, which is really cool.
This life jacket's located at the front. You're not required to wear one on any of our seashell vessels in case.
Sophie Maxwell, also a youth ambassador, says it's an important day for them.
We're really connected to the environment. We're in a enviro school, and I really love just the environment. I like being in the environment, and the kākā sort of symbolise that the national park is sort of getting better from an illness.
As we arrive at Medlands Beach, our drop-off point before a walk into Bark Bay, Project Yanzon director Bruce Vanderlee says today is a huge milestone.
7 years ago we set out to make the park safe for our native birds, and being able to put kākā onto the coast of the Abel Tasman is a realisation of that vision.
Mr Vanderlee says the Trust has drawn on expertise within the Department of Conservation to help guide the project. He explains why the kākā is special.
They're an iconic New Zealand bird. Our vision has always been that people can walk along the coast of the Abel Tasman and see the amazing wildlife that New Zealand has to offer. They're loud, they're visible, they're playful. You know, they have a role to play in the forest in terms of the berries that they eat and the seeds that they disperse.
While kākā used to be seen in large numbers in the Abel Tasman, introduced predators have devastated the park's wild population. Some of the birds released today were taken as eggs from wild nests last summer. Project Yanzon ornithologist Ron Morehouse was part of the team who helped retrieve them. And if that sounds easy, it wasn't. Mr Morehouse says checking a nesting female kākā was quite the mission.
And we went to the nest. We were going to climb up and see what was in it, and then we discovered there was an active bee's nest in the tree. So I decided that discretion was probably a better part of valour, and we came back the next day armed with a bee suit.
A bee suit?
A bee suit, yeah. So I climbed the tree in a bee suit.
The manu were blessed by local iwi before being released. After a hesitant step outside the aviary, they were soon free and singing from the trees. The Department of Conservation, Abel Tasman Birdsong Trust and Air New Zealand have combined to help reduce predators to low numbers, with more than 90% of the park now stoat-trapped. Aerial predator control is carried out when needed. Author and Project Yanzon trustee Philip Simpson says it's a significant day.
Just absolutely massive amount of work by Doc and the Yanzon team, and the kākā really is the sort of the pinnacle of the species here, because they were undoubtedly going to become extinct.
Visitors to the park this summer might be lucky enough to see one, but a word from the experts is, please don't feed them. It's bad for their health and might even be fatal. In Kaiteriterri for Checkpoint, Tracy Neal.